Alright, yo, it's your boy Trig here. Got a bit of a cold, but I'm still doing this. It's gonna be a little guide. It's gonna be pretty crammed, pretty jam-packed, but it's gonna be a guide on how to speedrun Kirby's Dreamland. I'm doing this on an emulator, so I can't really tell you what buttons to press, but I can give you like a brief explanation. So yeah, I'm gonna start off with the first stage, green greens here. I'm gonna do this in clips though, so that I can do it right actually. Alright, so here we go. So this is the first stage, green greens. So if you're not familiar with Kirby controls, up on the joystick to, just keep flying upwards, but you go a bit slow. And then use your breath in key. Just got a text. Use your breath in key, this key. You suck in to let go of that poof. And then jump with just your other key. I don't know which one's A and which one's B, because I'm using a keyboard. But yeah, do a little step-by-step of this. Jump over that guy, suck in the first guy so you can throw it at that. And then this, you gotta release on top, and then jump right down to this guy so you can slam on top of him. But you have to do it more quickly than I did it, of course. Jump over this guy so that you can be holding a guy in your mouth for less long. Alright, onto the bomb guy. I'm gonna start a new clip. So, yeah. Ooh, I accidentally tabbed out. Now we're onto the first boss. I'm gonna need some time to explain some stuff. So first, this guy has 3 cycles. The third cycle is RNG based. First 2 cycles are always the same. He throws 1 bomb on the ground, and afterwards throws 1 bomb in the air. He's got a bit less gravity than you, so when you're catching the bomb in the air, you have to jump slightly after him. You'll see what I mean. The third cycle is RNG based. One option is that he will jump across the screen for about 5 seconds. You'll lose 5 seconds of the run, and then afterwards he will throw a bomb on the ground. If you're lucky, maybe 30% chance of this happening, he will not throw a bomb, or he will not jump around the map, and he will throw a bomb either up in the air or down on the ground. Up in the air is slightly faster, but at that point it really doesn't matter. You're going to want to line yourself up with the cloud in front of me, the cloud closest to this guy, the Bomberman. I'll show you what I mean. So yeah, he'll throw 1 on the ground. Line yourself up with this cloud. Don't get any closer, though. Throw 1 up in the air. You have to jump kind of after him. I got kind of unlucky there. It's not that bad, though. It's not worth ending your run. So you're going to want to jump over that guy, suck this guy in. And then here, you're just going to want to, like, rampage through these guys. And then here's a damage boost. You want to, let me pause the game to explain that. You are going to want to jump upwards and knock yourself into that guy that I just hit me. But you're going to want to do it in a way that you hit yourself against him on the right side of him. So, like, if you hit him on the left side, he'll knock you left. If you hit him on the right side, he'll knock you right. That's the easiest way to put it. There are only, like, 2 or 3 super useful damage boosts in the game. A lot of them are, like, 1 second... Well, no. A lot of them are, like, half-second time saves. These ones are also half-second time saves, but it's just way easier to execute than other strats I've seen on handling that part. That's a tough part. So... now you're going to want to suck this guy in. And to eliminate as many entities as you can and get rid of lag, you're just going to want to kind of push through there. The problem with mushrooms, those mushroom guys you saw, is when you suck them in, they have a spirit inside them or something like that. So if you suck them in and keep walking, you will take damage and lose some time to their little spirit guy. So ideally, you want to destroy them with another guy. So I sucked in that little other dude, yeah, to destroy the first one, and then jumped over the second one, because it's hard to land the timing. This room is self-explanatory. You just fly upwards. Yeah, just keep going. Don't want to blow your air too early, or you'll get stuck in the wall there. Here, just keep walking. You can try to jump on the ceiling. And here's the first boss. Here's a tree man. He is also RNG based. There is a few things he can do. he can either instantly drop 3 apples, and you're going to want to suck those apples up and shoot them back at him, or he will blow 2 puffs of air. And after he blows 2 puffs of air, it is almost guaranteed that he will start dropping apples, but there's a rare chance that he will continue to blow 4 puffs of air after that, and it's a pretty big time loss. I would probably reset your run if he does that, just because it's really unlucky and it's not really worth losing like 3 seconds on your run, depending on what kind of person you are, of course. If you like to work on consistency and go through every run, that's perfectly fine. I'm the kind of guy that restarts if I mess up on the first level, but yeah, let's hope we get some good RNG here. And then he'll drop 3 apples. He's got 6 hearts. It's just not loaded right now. But yeah. After his first cycle, he will repeat. And if you're really lucky, this is the best RNG. It's not that uncommon, but it's uncommon. Is he will not blow any puffs of air, and he will just drop 6 apples straight in a row. So yeah, you don't want to stand right under them. It's kind of risky. You want to stand slightly to the side. Oh, hey, perfect. Wow, good RNG. And then you want to jump up and try to get that as soon as you kill him. I normally end my splits right when the last note of the little ditty hits right there. Here's the next level, Castle Lololo. We'll start that in a new clip. Alright, here's Castle Lololo. Here we go. Damn. Just don't use those microphone things. They will lag your game and you will waste a lot of time. Also, don't pick up bombs. They lag your game too. Jump over that. You gotta, here, let me pause it. When you start the game, or when you enter that room, you have to be ready to jump. You have to keep in mind a room previous to that, oh, I'm going into that room. Because if you do not jump the second you get into that room, you'll lose a heart, probably. And you'll lose quite a bit of time. So this room's easy. Just walk through. Keep going. Yeah, just land on that guy. You want to jump a little bit before puff up. Here's the mini boss for this level. He's really easy. If you're unlucky, his first cycle will be on the top row, and you'll have to struggle to get up there, and he might throw the crate, and you'll miss a cycle. Yeah, just fly over that. This room is a pain. Oh no. Well, this room is kind of a pain. You can just fly over them though. Try to blow your puff. You have to wait there a second. You can sort of glitch through the hitboxes there, but you have to wait a second. That was bad. Normally you're supposed to, here, let me pause this. Normally you're supposed to just fly straight up, blow your puff into that ghost guy, and then just keep walking, suck this guy that's guarding the door in, and then we go on to our first boss, which is RNG based. So that's lucky. Oh, I did it poorly though. If the 2 guys are next to each other on the same layer, you can, here, let me show you. Let me demonstrate here. You can do that. You can get 2 in 1 cycle, which is perfect. They have 3 hearts each. I honestly don't know the trick to telling which one is which and which one has how much health left. I'm gonna wait here a second to pause it, or to explain this to you. But yeah, you want to try to get in at least 1 2 cycle. It's still fine as long as you don't miss any cycles. But yeah, the best possible outcome would be like 3. That's like really good. How the level works, one more thing I need to explain. You will appear in this level with the star in whatever position you were during the boss fight. So if you are in the middle of the middle row, or of either of the 2 middle rows, then you have the best outcome for landing on this star, so that you don't have to fly up or fly down or anything like that, and you can grab the star as soon as possible. And like I said earlier, I would normally end my split right there. Here's Floating Islands, new clip coming up. So here we are in the next world. I lost 2 lives trying to demonstrate this properly. But yeah, you're going to want to suck this guy in right here, and then throw it at this guy, but kind of close. You can't throw it too early, or else it'll go right over his head. You want to walk over here. Jump over this bomb. Don't pick up bombs ever. Suck in the second guy and swallow him. Swallow by pressing down. Then jump up here. And you're going to want to land on this guy. And here's the first tough strat. You're going to want to jump kind of low. I think, yeah, suck in that guy. as you're jumping. You just hold K to jump higher, obviously. So jump low at first, or you can jump high. I don't know. I haven't tested this strat jumping high. But jump low at first, swallow that guy midair, and then land on the platform. It's one of the harder strats in this level. There's one coming up that's also a little bit hard. Yeah, and you're going to want to spit it out at that guy the second you get it. You're going to want to land on that side of this guy, so you step on him instead of getting hit by him. You're normally not supposed to get hit by those squids. If you play your cards right, you won't. And then you want to, that cannonball, you have to wait for that to go away. Pick up the microphone if you want, but you got to swallow. You can't spit it out. And then you want to, I swallowed both. Here, let me go back and explain that. I swallowed both those little coconut things because they reduce lag a little bit in my game. They count as entities, so swallowing them helps. And then you just want to jump over those three. It's pretty easy to jump over them. You just got to jump like right before them. I'm gonna make a new file, or not new file, I'm gonna make a new clip right here just because this room's kind of tough to pull off that's coming up. But once you get used to it, it's not that hard. Alright, so we're back here. I had to make a new, save a new state right here because it's probably gonna mess this up. So you want to swallow that first guy. You can't jump over him or else it'll mess up the time. And then just fall in the corner next to that guy. Because if you fall in the corner, if you fall hugging the wall, then you will land right on top of him, and you won't have to eat him or anything, and you won't get hit by him. You'll land right on top of him. It'll work out perfectly. Then this guy, there's an invisible guy there. Let me re-demonstrate that while he's visible so I can show you. You don't want to get hit by him. So you want to jump. You want to not hit that guy. Let me redo this. I got time to redo this. You want to jump over this, and then you don't want to overjump it, so one of the tricks to doing it is jump in the middle and then start to hug the wall. Bounce off that corner right there, and then spit out your ball on while you're lined up with that tile right there. Maybe at the log or something. You'll fly straight through. It'll work out pretty well. The only way you'll fly straight through, though, is if you're if you've just stopped going up. So if I fly up and then I fall down a little bit and then I fly back up, I won't get that speed boost. Now, this little hermit crab guy is a pain because you cannot suck him in when he isn't in his shell. So either you'll have to suck in the first tile or you'll have to suck in the second tile from in front of him and then spit it out at him. Ideally, you want to suck in the first tile because you want a tile in your mouth when you fall down here, because if you fall down without a tile in your mouth, you'll do that ground bounce thing, and then you can just use that tile to break that block. And then this one coming up is also kind of tough, so I'm going to start a new file here as well. So just going back here, I thought it'd be good to demonstrate that, that thing again. So land like that, and then fly up, and then right there, not quite, but you see what I was going for. You want to just fly straight through that tile, and then suck in this, spit it out. Yeah, there you go. That's a better demonstration. So I thought I'd just record an extra bit of that. Alright, so this one coming up is also a little bit weird. So you're just going to want to fly over these guys, pick up this, and then jump over that cannon right when he shoots. Right when you're about, well, not right when he shoots. Here, let me reload that state to re-explain this a bit better. So, yeah, right when the bullet's about to hit you, I messed it up that time. But normally, you can do it. You want to jump over both those tiles. One thing there, I'll explain that. You want to shoot your spicy curry thing that you get from picking up whatever that item was in the air. Because when you hit the ground, here, I'll show you. Let me just wait for him to fire again. When you hit the ground, you're going to go plop like that, and you won't be able to shoot it. So you want to do it slightly before you hit the ground to get rid of that guy so you don't bump into him. You can just walk through this door, and you want to have, I should have said this earlier, but you want to have at least 4 hearts for the boss. If you're good, or if you're lucky, you can survive with 3 or even 2. I did it with 1 once, but I lost like a second or 2. But yeah, if you have 4 lives, you can just tank through this guy. You want to start up here. I started a little bit too high, but you want to just hold down your suck-in key or whatever, and you can just keep spamming him. You want to start up high, like I said, and then you want to end the battle right where the star is, so in the top middle of the screen. Next up is one of the harder levels as well. I'm going to record a new thingy for that. Alright, here we go. So just jump here lightly so you don't bump into anything. Jump right here, blow your arrow out at this guy. And then these guys are a pain, these fire guys, because that effect they make when you shoot them will hurt you after death, so you have to wait. Suck in this guy, and then jump between those two so that you can just glide through this part easy. This is kind of RNG here, but it doesn't affect anything. Those guys, those three, sometimes you might have to duck under them, like this, with just your down key. But normally you can just walk straight through. This part requires a bit of precision. You want to shoot right here, right when you're lined up with that block, or a bit earlier. Don't do what I did there and hit those spikes. And you wanna, here, let me redo this. You wanna jump right here and then jump over that like that. And the second you jump, you're gonna want to suck in this guy. He's gonna throw a boomerang. You don't want that at all. So you want to suck in right as you land so that you can get that guy. And not having that guy kind of messes me up. So I'm gonna suck in this guy just for demonstration's sake. Oh, he's back. Never mind. So yeah, jump lightly here to shoot at that guy. I was not supposed to do that. Alright. Better for demonstration, I guess. So, shoot right there. Yep. Jump over. Suck that in. Alright. Duck there. You can damage boost here. That's one of the other few damage boosts in the map. It'll get you through those guys. And then here is one of the hardest parts to get precisely. Shoot right there. And I messed it up. See, even I messed this up. Yeah, you're gonna lose a bit of time in this room if you mess that up. I'm gonna redo that just for recording sake. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to start a new clip and go back because the last time I saved a state was back at the beginning of the level. Try that again though. Yep, like that. Jump above that guy, spit at that guy, and normally you can fly just above that guy like that. You gotta be safe about it though. This part's tough. You have to take a break there. Let me swallow that guy, but basically, yeah, jump up like that. Take a second long break. Let me see if I can hit that again. Take like a little, yeah, I messed up. But you're gonna want to like land there, take a little break, and then land just on the corner, so that it requires you to take like a pixel step forward to land that jump. Like that would have made it right there, that last jump. Yeah, I only have one live. Let's see if I can continue with the current states I have. This guy you don't have to worry about getting hit on. This is Kracko Jr., Mini Kracko, or whatever you want to call him. I don't know. He's a mini boss in this level. He's the easiest boss in the game, in my opinion. You just hide in that corner the whole time, and then come out to here when he has a little guy to spit out. He's not RNG based at all. He does the exact same thing every time. There's one time save on this, and that's when you spit the last one, jump right there so that you land there. Next clip. Alright, here we go. On to the next part. You want to grab that curry like I just did, where you're falling, but also moving slightly forward, so you skip an animation. Go up here, destroy the top layer, because it works best in terms of timing, so that you can land down here without getting hit by those guys. Because if you do the second highest layer, which has less tiles, so you think, oh, that's better for me. No, don't do that, because it'll mess up your timing a bit. This part, easy as heck. Just keep going like that. That part's hard. You have to make sure that you have one tile to move through, because you cannot spit as easily while you're in air. So when you go over those little potholes, make sure that the tile I'm standing in right now is like unmoved, or like it's destroyed, so that when you fly, you won't have to spit that much, so that you can land here to start spitting fireballs again. Or else you'll just fall through like this, you'll have to fly back up, you'll lose a second. Now this next room is another one like the second room, or the third room? Yeah, the third room in the second level. Lolo's Palace, or whatever that place was called. You're gonna have to move the second you get in, or else you'll either get hit or you'll miss a cycle or waste some time. So the second you step in here, you want to instantly start flying up, because that boomerang will hit you if you do it a bit too late. Fly past that thing. You want to make it in between those guys. Some umbrellas will fly out. They aren't a problem. Yeah, but just this tile right here is an actual tile, so you have to, like, here, let me suck this guy in to make things easier. What the heck? That's weird. I'm not used to going down on this level. So yeah, you want to move right here, because if you can see, I can't move up like that. So yeah, move on the side. You want to quickly move in between, because this umbrella dude will block you. You'll get hit if you don't quickly slide in between him and this platform. Now here is the most, besides Dedede, the most RNG based boss in the game. He really sucks. He has a few different moves. He will shoot little fiery balls like that, or he will charge. You just got to jump over him when he charges. And then, oh, hey, I missed it. That's a problem with this boss. It's not that common though. When he'll spit those little dudes out, he's like Kracko Jr. When he spits them out, you gotta just throw them at him. There's a little bit of time you can save at the end here, but everything else you can't really save time on. It's just RNG. I'll tell you what the time save is when we get to it. But yeah, you just want to hope that he spits out as many of these guys as he can in close relativity. And here's the time save. I can try to do it with 1 heart, but it's kind of risky. He'll spit a guy out. Never mind. I'll demonstrate it anyways. He'll normally... Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, I'm losing a lot of time here by trying to demonstrate it, but then he's not doing it, but okay. Then he'll charge, and you want to spit at him on the ground in the middle, so that you spend less time grabbing the star, and that you also spend less time moving back to the center to do your little dance. Now, the reason I don't like to do it with half a heart, or with 1 heart left, is because normally you just stand in the middle and spam there so that he dies exactly in the middle, and you don't have to walk forward at all to grab the star. It's probably the quickest way to do it. But the thing is, you'll always lose a heart by that, because you're just standing in the middle of it. Yeah, he's really RNG based. He can, like, make or break your runs. He can kill him off. But I've been getting pretty lucky with him lately, I don't know. And then, now we're on Dedede's Castle. It's just a compilation of every other boss, and a little bit of each of their levels, and then Dedede. There's kind of a pattern for it, but you don't really need to follow it. It doesn't matter too much what order you do them in. But yeah, I'm just gonna make a new clip right here. Alright, we're back. We're gonna start off with Lololo's Castle. Just fly straight up here, spit out your thing at this guy, and then suck that guy in. Yeah, it's kind of sucks. And then you have to land on that guy. Or you don't have to, but then you land on... The Kirbys unlock these spiky things. There's a few ways to skip the spiky things, and I'll demonstrate one of those in a second. So now we're on to the boss. Yeah, you want to try to... Oh. Pretend that didn't happen. You want to try to not lose many hearts on this. That's when you're new, especially, you'll probably lose a few hearts fighting Dedede and the airship boss. If you just play it like the first boss exactly, you want to try to get as many 2 hits in 1 cycle as you can. Unfortunately, this was really bad for me. RNG wasn't bad. I just messed up. So yeah, you want to try to save some hearts on that. You're going to lose a heart here, so if you do this right, you want to move over here, land directly on this guy, and then, bam, you still have spawn immunity, so you don't get hit by the spike, which does 3 hearts instead of 1. You need to have a guy in your mouth. You need to have that guy stuffed in your mouth, because if you don't, then you will just destroy the guy that you are normally supposed to take damage from. And sometimes you still do that, and I really don't know why. Sometimes you still destroy him instead of getting hit by him. But yeah, you have to make sure you you press up in the invincibility time frame. It's a short little time save. Don't do it if you're doing this guy last and you have like 2 hearts left. Probably shouldn't do it. But yeah, unlike Krakow in the original Cloud level, it does not matter where you kill him. That was probably the quickest way to kill him though, right there. Was like that, killing him right as he's on the ground, just because, you know, he doesn't fly up. So, I guess normally you do the airship level now. Yeah. So, this one's kind of weird. Just, that guy will spit something out. Just jump from tile to tile there. Like, exactly. You have to jump at the end of the tile, or else you'll end up, like, slamming into that guy right there. That little clam. And then, here's something else you can do. Just fly above these guys. Land here. Now, both these spikes will hurt you, but the hitboxes suck. So just fly over them like that, delicately, and then jump over the spike like that. And then this is the exact same thing from the 3rd level. Just repeat this. I guess you can play kind of ballsy if you want. Depends on your health. That's stupid RNG. Oh my god. No way. No way. That RNG is so bad. I guess he is kind of RNG based. I said he wasn't earlier. In DDD's castle, he is RNG based because you probably want to save some of that health. So you can force in some cycles on. Oh, you're not supposed to mess up like that. You're supposed to spit it out, land here, and then jump over that like that. Land on this guy, and then it's just a tree fight all over again. And it's still the same RNG stuff. Yeah, I'm on 2 hearts, so I might die during DDD because I'm still honestly not that good at this game either. I started running it like a week ago. A little less, actually. 5 days. But it, like, I can already tell you all this stuff, so you can probably assume that it does not take long to learn. Coming up on DDD, I'm going to go ahead and save my game here because I feel like I might mess up and die. But whatever. And yeah, by the way, when I say save my game, I mean make a new state in my in my emulator. So yeah, you normally can't do that if you're not doing an emulator, but this is bad RNG. So basically, he'll charge at you. That's one of his attacks. Is he'll charge at you. Wait, I feel like I need to pause this to explain. So he has an attack where he will run at you, and you want to end that attack as soon as possible. He will only end charging at you when he either charges into you or you jump over him. So you probably should jump over him so that he will stop charging as soon as possible. And it looks identical. His charge attack will look identical to another attack, which is honestly my least favorite, is his sucking in attack. You cannot tell the difference between both of them until he gets within range that he will start trying to suck you in. And you just need to stay out of range of that, or else you'll lose a heart, and you'll lose a bit of time. So that's why you never stand close to him, because if he does the suck in attack, he will instantly do it. So you want to stay like a tile away from him. And then he has 2 other attacks. Those are the 2 attacks that you use to damage him. One is a hammer. He will only lay down the hammer if you walk a tile away from him. So you have to bait him out there, in that sense. You have to, like, lure him out so that he will use the hammer, and then you suck in the stars, the debris, and you spit them back out at him. And personally, my favorite attack, the easiest one, is the jump attack. He will jump, and he will jump way up in the air and land on the ground, and a star will land on each side. If you suck in both stars, you can do 2 hearts, but only the first time that you suck them in. So if he does the jump again, and you suck both in, and it'll only do 1 heart. But yeah, he's really RNG based. I've lost like 30 seconds of a run. Obviously, this guy will take around 45 minutes, or 45 seconds to a minute. But I've done a minute and a half before not even dying on this guy because the RNG has gotten so bad. There's one other attack that I forgot to tell you about. If you are flying above him while he's about to start a new attack, a lot of the time, he will jump up with his hammer, like really high, and you will get hit. So try not to jump over him unless he's in the middle of attack. So here we go. That's his jump attack. Suck in both the stars. Unfortunately, I did not do that correctly. Um, yeah, that's the suck in attack. Nobody likes it. So stay a little bit of a distance away from him. Let me see if I can suck in both stars. Yep. Suck in both stars. Well, there you go. Good RNG. What the heck? This is like... Whoa. This is like... My... this is like my record. RNG. Wow, no, that kind of sucks. Also, it's the same with, it's the same with the sucking in attack as it is with the, charge attack, where he will not suck in, until you're in range, so don't keep running. He will get stunned for a second, so you can normally use that. You can take advantage of that. And you will end your time right there, right? The second you deliver the last blow to DDD. You will also start, I should have mentioned this earlier, you will also start your time the second you press start to begin your game. So yeah, that's the DDD fight. I might go back and add in a few details. Maybe not. A good time for this run is around... Well, I can't tell you a good time, but in your first week, you'd be doing pretty good if you got below 13 minutes or like 12 and a half. I'm 5 days in. I've got my current PB is 12:32, 12:34, something like that. No, it's 12:23. My bad. The world record is 11:17. It just got broken less than a week ago. I'm pretty sure. By I don't know who, but there isn't really a guide out there, so I just thought I'd make this. It's pretty not helpful, but it's better than nothing, I hope.
that's really it for this. Yeah, I haven't really speedran any game before too seriously, and this was a lot of fun. I would really recommend you try this game if you are new to speedrunning. Even if you're old to speedrunning, it's just like, especially if you're like a veteran speedrunner, it's pretty easy to pick up. So it's just one other game under your belt. So yeah, I would recommend you try it. Hope you enjoyed the guide and the speedrun afterwards. Pretty bad speedrun, honestly. Like I could get a sub 11 with some good luck, but yeah, that's it.